Did you know that the OXO kid starred in commercials and a music video? Or that the star of one of the most recognizable memes on the internet is actually an NBA player? Today, you'll meet people who became famous through a meme. Let's watch it. It's fascinating. OXO Kid. In early March 2021, a seemingly simple video turned into a viral phenomenon overnight. At the center of this digital storm was a young cashier from the OXO convenience store chain, whose cheeky and humorous reaction made millions laugh. In the recording, a customer asks for condoms and some candy, but the supposed kid cashier's nervous and exaggerated response unleashed a wave of laughter and, of course, memes across social media. The scene took place at a branch in Tijuana and quickly garnered over 24 million views on YouTube. Soon, other platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter were flooded with memes mimicking the kid's funny mannerisms. However, the story didn't end there. Within days, the media tracked down the main characters, 12-year-old Elias Navarro and TikToker Daniel Morales, who used to film videos in the store where he worked. However, the presence of a minor behind the cash register raised suspicions, leading OXO and Elias himself to clarify the situation. The young boy explained that he wasn't an employee, but sometimes helped his mother, who worked at the store. Although OXO asked him not to film more videos on their premises, fate had other plans for Elias. Just a few days later, he was hired by a fast food chain to star in a commercial, appeared in the music video Viaje by singer Nibal, and now he has big dreams of continuing his career as a comedian on social media. Taylor Armstrong. During her time on the reality show The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she starred in a scene that, while filled with emotion and pain, became one of the most iconic memes in pop culture, the woman yelling at the cat. But behind that image lies a much deeper and personal story. To understand the origin of her reaction, we need to rewind to when she met her husband at the bar of the Four Seasons Hotel. What began as a romance in glamorous Beverly Hills soon transformed into a life of luxury, but also of pain and conflict. Inviting Taylor to join the cast of the show seemed like a dream come true, but behind the scenes, she was living under the yoke of an abusive husband and, together with the rest of the cast, decided to keep everything silent, never mentioning it on camera. Unfortunately, her co-star Camille Grammer broke that pact by mentioning the domestic abuse she suffered. This left Taylor devastated and terrified, so a few days later, during a party in Malibu, the tension reached a breaking point. Feeling unable to endure any more pain and invasion of her personal life, she erupted in a desperate scream, and her reaction became etched in the memory of all viewers. Soon after, the image of that moment was paired with a photo of Smudge, a white cat sitting at a table with a look of disgust, giving rise to one of the most shared memes on social media. The combination of Taylor's anguish and Smudge's apparent indifference proved to be the perfect contrast for one of the most popular memes in recent years. Despite how painful that moment was in her life, the reality star stated that she doesn't mind that it became a meme. In fact, now that she has moved past that dark period, she finds the situation funny and can laugh heartily at the irony. Edgar. In May 2006, a video uploaded to YouTube marked the beginning of an era in internet history. The clip titled "The Fall of Edgar" became one of the first viral phenomena on the platform and sowed the seeds of what we now know as meme culture. The scene is simple, yet powerful. Edgar, a young Mexican with a distinctive northern accent, faces the challenge of crossing a stream using fragile tree branches as a bridge. But in an unexpected twist, his friend Fernando, with a mischievous grin, starts shaking the branches, causing Edgar to lose his balance and fall into the stream, unleashing a stream of curse words that, along with his fall, would become a symbol of the emerging digital age. The video quickly spread around the world, reaching hundreds of thousands of views within days. The media quickly amplified the phenomenon, while YouTubers worldwide began creating remixes, adding special effects and references to famous movies. Today, the star of that unforgettable moment is a 29-year-old man with a degree in information and communication sciences. As if the story couldn't be more amazing, Google Maps has immortalized the exact location of the fall. So, if you ever want to relive the origin of one of the most iconic memes in history, Just type "The Fall of Edgar" into the app, and it will take you straight to the spot where it all began. Renata Sora. By late 2016, a new meme began circulating among people sharing their confusion on social media. The image, known as "Woman Calculating," features Brazilian actress Renata Sora in her role as Nazaré Tedesco, a character from the telenovela Senhora del Destino. In the picture, we see her with a deeply concentrated and puzzled expression, surrounded by mathematical equations. Before the true identity of the woman in the photo was revealed, many users mistakenly assumed it was Julia Roberts. The most astonishing part, however, was that the combination of the Brazilian actress's image and the math equations had nothing to do with the telenovela's plot, as it was the meme creator who added the numerical calculations to the original image to enhance the confusion. Initially, it was shared mainly by Brazilian users, but its popularity skyrocketed when it reached Reddit, where it began to be used by people worldwide to illustrate situations that caused complete bewilderment. Ultimately, the image became a global phenomenon that reflects the ability of memes to connect universal human experiences through a simple yet powerful gesture of confusion. Chloe. On a morning that seemed like any other, Chloe and Lily's mother delivered news that would change the course of their day. Instead of going to school, they were going on a surprise trip to Disneyland. While the older sister couldn't hold back her tears of excitement, the youngest, Chloe, reacted unexpectedly. With a puzzled expression, as if weighing what she had just heard, she seemed to think that going to Mickey Mouse's park might not be the best idea. This surprise video wasn't the family's first. They already had a following on YouTube. But as soon as it was published, Chloe's reaction went viral within minutes, and the flood of notifications and comments became part of the trip, interrupting the excitement of their day at Disneyland. Chloe's image, with her face plastered on memes expressing confusion or even edited onto celebrity bodies, became one of the biggest phenomena of 2013. Even though over 10 years have passed, her fame endures, and her popular reaction has given her the opportunity to attend conventions in countries like Mexico and Brazil. Lena Morris. On June 6, 2012, the life of this university student with dreams of becoming an actress changed forever. It all started when she uploaded a video titled JB Fan Video as part of an online singing contest organized by Justin Bieber to promote his perfume Girlfriend. With a catchy tune and a deliberately creepy touch, her performance immediately captured viewers' attention, and within 48 hours, the video reached 1.35 million views. What truly catapulted Lena to fame was a shot in which her face, with a haunting smile and wide-open eyes, conveyed a mix of obsession and madness. This expression became the meme known as "Psychopath Girlfriend," accompanied by phrases that capture a girl's extreme obsession with her partner. In 2012 alone, Lena's image was shared millions of times on platforms like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, and Tumblr, making her one of the most famous people of the year. Taking advantage of her newfound fame and her love for acting, she started posting vlogs on YouTube, appeared in commercials, and was invited to some of the most popular TV shows. However, as the years passed, the pressure of being a public figure began to take a toll on her mental well-being, turning what was once fun and exciting into a source of anxiety and depression. After 7 years in the limelight, she decided to step away from social media and announced her retirement from her YouTube channel. Despite the challenges, Lena feels grateful for the opportunities her unexpected fame provided. And although she's no longer in the spotlight, her legacy as part of internet humor history will last forever. Mia Tallarico. Good Luck Charlie is a Disney Channel series that premiered in 2010. The story centers around Mia Tallarico in the role of Charlie Duncan, the family's youngest daughter, which is why fans watched her grow from a baby to a school-aged girl, with her charisma and adorable expressions. In one of the 100 episodes of the comedy, Charlie makes an expression that seems to reflect confusion, and although it was an innocent gesture, it immediately caught the attention of internet users. Mexican social media users quickly dubbed it, "So what the hell?" And that's how a meme was born, used in situations where someone needs to express surprise or confusion. Although Mia continued her career and became an influencer with 1.4 million followers on Instagram, she may not be aware that her image has been adopted as a meme in Latin America. In any case, now at 15, She continues to grow in the entertainment world while her face and epic expression remain part of the digital humor for thousands of people. Giorgio Tsoukalos. Not everyone might recognize his name, but if you've navigated the internet in the last decade, you've surely come across the meme featuring this extraterrestrial life expert, who became famous for his appearances on the TV show Ancient Aliens. It was in an episode aired in 2010 that the iconic image of Giorgio was born, with an intense expression, claiming that any strange, and sometimes not so strange, phenomenon is the work of aliens. The forum 4chan was the first to popularize the meme, and from there, it quickly spread to Facebook and Twitter, where thousands of users have employed it to explain everything from historical mysteries to everyday events, all under the simple but powerful premise that the culprits are aliens. Unlike some meme stars who have expressed discomfort with their unexpected fame, Giorgio Tsoukalos has wholeheartedly embraced his place in digital culture, as he demonstrated during a Q&A session when he stated that he feels honored by the immortality the internet has granted him and enjoys the humor and creativity his image has inspired. Reginald Sergiel, the young man known in the rap world as Conceited, never imagined that his path to fame would not be marked by his lyrics or flow, but by a facial expression that would become a hilarious meme. During a rap battle in St. Louis, his opponent stumbled a bit when he swallowed a word. Although the rival quickly recovered and continued with his rhyme, Conceited's keen ears immediately picked up on the mistake. At that moment, with a mix of disbelief and disapproval, he pursed his lips into an expression that would go viral years later. Interestingly, the meme didn't go viral right away. Conceited continued to focus on his career, building his reputation in hip-hop and appearing on television shows for the next 7 years. But one day, a user on Twitter unearthed that unique expression and shared it online, sparking a wave of creativity as internet users began to use it to express disappointment, doubts, or feelings of anxiety. Before long, the rapper learned of the reach of his newfound fame when someone stopped him on the street, not to talk about his music, but to ask for a selfie. Although he initially felt some disappointment realizing that his fame stemmed more from a meme than from his artistry, he soon understood that this unexpected turn had played in his favor when his image, shared millions of times, led to his nomination for the Shorty Awards in the Best Meme category. Brittany Broski. In 2019, this young woman was a recent college graduate living a perfectly normal, routine, and predictable life, until one day she decided to download TikTok for fun. From the start, she began recording her own videos, not knowing that one of them would change her life forever. In the clip, Brittany tries kombucha for the first time, showing an initial look of disgust that quickly transforms into an ambiguous expression, as if to say, "It's not that bad." At first, she didn't have much success on TikTok, but everything changed when someone shared the video on Twitter. Within days, the clip exploded in popularity, racking up millions of views in less than a week. What began as a simple reaction video turned into the Kombucha Girl meme, used in scenarios as diverse as anti-government protests in Hong Kong and climate change marches in New Zealand. However, the sudden fame also brought complications, as she became concerned about her job at a bank. She attempted to remove the video when comments began to turn inappropriate and potentially damaging to her professional reputation. Her fears came true a week later when she was fired, but what seemed like a professional tragedy turned into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Just days after losing her job, Brittany was contacted by various media companies, including MTV and Comedy Central, as well as brands that wanted her to star in their commercials. Today, the 27-year-old is one of the most influential social media stars, thanks to an unexpected twist of fate. She also feels fortunate that her firing liberated her from the chains of the corporate world, catapulting her into a career she never imagined. Kayode Ewumi. In 2015, this 21-year-old British man, who spent his days as a university student and a fervent fan of the now-defunct social network Vine, decided to transform his passion into something bigger. During a recording session, he created a character named Roll Safe, a man with a peculiar wit and a carefree attitude. What began as a simple joke soon turned into something much more significant when he decided to film a mockumentary using only improvised lines. The project caught the attention of the BBC, who were so impressed with his work that they asked him to produce 6 episodes of the series titled Hood Documentaries. While the show received great acclaim, The real phenomenon erupted when a particular scene became a viral meme, showing Roll Safe pointing to his head with a sly smile. Immediately, the image was adopted by internet users to illustrate situations of poor decision-making and failures in critical thinking, as demonstrated by one of the early posts on Twitter that read, "You can't file for bankruptcy if you don't check your bank account." Thanks to the popularity of both the series and the meme, Keough positioned himself as one of the most promising actors of his generation. Recognizing his talent, the BBC produced his second series titled Enterprise, solidifying his place in the entertainment industry. Michael McGee. In October 2012, Michael was sitting in his algebra class next to Amber, the girl who made his heart race. It was the kind of moment when any teenager feels nervous, and his friend Matthew knew it. Seizing the opportunity, Matthew asked Michael to hold his breath to make his veins stand out more, intending to take a picture. Without thinking much, Matthew uploaded the image to Twitter, accompanied by a hashtag in hopes of attracting some attention. 2 months later, while they were on Christmas break, the friends were surprised to discover that the photo had become a viral phenomenon. A Twitter user had shared the image with the caption, "Trying not to fart next to the girl you like in class." And from then on, the meme began circulating online, becoming the perfect way to describe awkward or embarrassing situations. Reflecting on the impact of the image, Matthew recognizes that it has turned into a universal meme, whether it's phrases like, "When you're vegan and haven't told anyone in 5 minutes," or "When you try to suppress a cough so they don't think you have COVID," the meme has transcended its original context. Still, he laments not having claimed copyright on the image, but now hopes to redeem that mistake and dreams of turning the meme into an NFT to sell for thousands of dollars. Maggie Goldenberger. In 1999, this girl had an unwavering obsession with the children's TV series Goosebumps. During a sleepover with her friend Caitlin, they decided to pass the time taking pictures with a Polaroid camera. In a moment of fun, Maggie decided to take the nerdiest and most ridiculous photo possible. She first donned an outdated vest, styled her hair in 2 high pigtails, put a retainer in her mouth, carried a backpack from first grade, and to complete the look, she held her prized Goosebumps books while making an exaggeratedly silly face. The resulting photo was so funny that Caitlin kept it as a treasure for years, until in 2012, while traveling in India, she began receiving worried messages from her mother asking why Maggie's image was circulating all over the internet. Upon returning to the US, she discovered that the photo had become the meme titled Ermagerd, a word that mimics the difficulty of speaking with a retainer. Not understanding how a photo from 1999 had ended up online, an investigation by Vanity Fair revealed the truth. Caitlin had uploaded the image to MySpace several years earlier. From there, a 16-year-old Canadian found it and posted it on Reddit with the title, "Just a Girl with Her Books." Shortly after, another user transformed it with the phrase Ermagerd, and thus one of the memes that flooded social media over the last decade was born, appearing on t-shirts and even inspiring Halloween costumes. Quenlin Blackwell. At 16, Quenlin began exploring her passion for humor by posting videos on Twitter and the now defunct social network Vine. With a unique style and a creative spark, she experimented with various themes, seeking to connect with her audience. Unfortunately, one of her videos didn't receive the reception she expected. Instead of laughs and support, she faced a wave of criticism that led to bullying. This rejection not only impacted her confidence, but also triggered an eating disorder. One day, she decided to do something different. She took the camera and, in an act of pure release, let out a deafening scream filled with frustration and desperation. That unexpected catharsis soon transformed into something much bigger when her photo became part of a viral meme, paired with an image of actress Ms. Juicy completely absorbed in a football game. The meme perfectly captured the contrast between a daughter seriously explaining something important and her mother's indifference. It took off on Twitter thanks to a Mexican user who added the caption, "Me explaining to my mom why it's essential for me to go to the party." Ultimately, Quenlin managed to turn her image, born from a moment of vulnerability, into an internet symbol, securing a place in digital history forever. Nick Young. Millions of people have used this meme to express confusion, unaware that the person in the image is an NBA star. The former basketball player known for his time with the Lakers explained that the true origin of the meme dates back to his childhood in the 90s when he would watch his favorite movie, Home Alone. Whenever he fought with his brother and their mother came to scold them, Nick would use that confused expression to get out of trouble and avoid punishment. Years later, while training at the gym, NBA photographer Cassie Athena asked to document a day in his life, aiming to give fans a glimpse into his personal life. During the filming at his mother's house, she mentioned that if he took his career more seriously, he would be magnificent, prompting Nick to automatically respond with that confused expression. The image was first shared on the Twitter account of world star Hip Hop, alongside a reaction to the escape of drug lord El Chapo. Immediately, the meme exploded in popularity, leading people to tag Nick in their posts and even stop him on the street, not for being a basketball player, but to immortalize the moment with the star of one of the most recognizable memes on the internet, Ted Dorfoy. The story behind the meme, titled "Disappointed Guy," begins in 2011 when Ted devoted much of his time to playing Final Fantasy. As a true gaming enthusiast, he also had a blog where he shared his experiences and strategies, often recounting his epic battles against his best friend, who always managed to defeat him. One day, after publishing a post about a particularly frustrating loss, Ted received a message that would change his life forever. Unfortunately, it wasn't a message of support. Instead, it was from a troll insulting and mocking his skills as a player. Rather than responding in anger, he decided to channel his frustration creatively. Thus, the meme was born, first showing him excited to receive a message, only to then display a deep look of disappointment upon reading its content. Although Ted didn't have many followers, the meme went viral overnight, being shared thousands of times on Twitter and Facebook. Initially, he was thrilled to see his creation become an internet phenomenon, but when he entered university, he chose to distance himself from that image and denied being the face behind the meme. This led to confusion, with many believing Brazilian actor Lázaro Ramos was the true disappointed guy. Over time, Ted admitted to being the face behind the meme, and while he faced bullying initially, the unexpected fame allowed him to make new friends and embrace his viral identity. Drew Scanlon. In 2013, while working as a video producer for the gaming website Giant Bomb, Drew never imagined that a simple reaction in front of the camera would turn him into an internet phenomenon. At that time, the team was so small that in addition to producing content, he had to star in it himself. During a recording session of the series Unprofessional Fridays, where he and his colleagues played video games, the moment that would change everything occurred. In the recording, his spontaneous reaction to an event in the game was captured by a fan who created a GIF that initially went unnoticed but took 4 years to go viral. At first, the GIF circulated on gaming forums, but it was when it reached Twitter that its popularity exploded. Users began to use the GIF to express disbelief in various situations, transforming it into a symbol of amazement. When Drew realized the magnitude his image had reached, he felt terrified, overwhelmed by the fear of losing control over his identity and the possibility that the meme could affect his personal or professional life. However, over time, he came to understand that unlike other memes, his reaction was neither embarrassing nor compromising to his reputation. Now, would you like to become famous through a meme? Share your thoughts in the comments. Here are 2 options that you'll surely love.